Welcome everybody, this is Apba Brian bringing to you Game 11 of the National League Elimination Tournament. I like it. This is going to be a one and done game. Both teams are 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals go to the Wigwam to play the Boston Bees. Here's the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Terry Moore will lead off. Jimmy Brown, Johnny Mize, John Hop, Country Slaughter, Marty Marion, Creepy Crespi, Gus Mancuso, and Harry Gunboat Gumpert for the Boston Bees. Johnny Cooney, Sibby Sisti, Buddy Hassett, Max West, Rowdy Moore, Bama Rowell, Epi Miller, Phil Massey, and Art Johnson. Johnson is a grade CY pitcher, and the St. Louis pitcher, Harry Gumper, is BZ. We're ready to begin. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 65 is a pop out to the catcher. We'll be using basic Apba, but today I'll be using the Marino charts, master on base advance, master on stealing. And I use the basic charts with the D equaling 3, C 5 up, B 5 up from that. A is 30, A is 18, and AC is 23. One away, and we've got Jimmy Brown. 41 is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Eddie Miller. 2 outs. Big cat Johnny Mize steps in for the Cardinals. 62 is a 41. That is going to be an error on the pitcher, a wild throw. Miles will go to second. There's Johnny Hippity Hop. 33, that's going to be hit column. 26 is a double for Johnny Hop. Cardinals jump out on top, 1-0. Unearned run. Here is Enos Country Slaughter. 34 is a fly out to center field. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 St. Louis. Johnny Cooney will lead off for the Boston Bees. Started out his major league life as a decent pitcher. Pitched 7 years, from 34 until 41, and had a 3.72 earned run average. Here's the pitch to Cooney. 63 is a fly ball to center field. 1 away. Sibby Sisti. 52 is a 27. It's a ground out to the third baseman. Here's Buddy Hassett. 62 is a fly ball to the right fielder, Enos Slaughter. Bees are down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Cardinals. Defensively in this game, the Bees, I just dropped the dice, are fielding column 2, and St. Louis is fielding column 1. There's a pitch to the Cardinal shortstop, Marty Marion. 64 is the roll. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 away. Creepy Crespi. Marty Marion was a great defensive shortstop, and he often says that Creepy Crespi was the best defensive second baseman that he ever played with. 45 is a walk. Catcher Gus Mancuso. .42 is a 36. That is a wild pitch if it's W3 only, otherwise a ball. And let's see, Johnson is a wild pitch 1, so it's just a ball. .24 is a strikeout. Now the pitcher, Harry Gumbo. .44 is a 7. That's going to be a base hit, and the runner goes to third. Top of the order, and Terry Moore. There are 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 56 is a 34. That's going to be a strikeout Y modifier. So no run score. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Cardinals. Max West will lead off for the Beast. He's coming off a 1940 All-Star Game appearance where he hit a 3-run homer off Red Ruffing in the American League. Here's the pitch to Max West. 54 is a fly ball right field. Rowdy Moore. 26 is a ground ball to third base. Probably should have that memorized by now. 2 outs, Bama Royal. 25 is a 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a fly out to center field. So it's been 6 up and 6 down for the Bees. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Cardinals. A struggling Jimmy Brown will lead off the third for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's 1 for 16 in this tournament. 22, this might turn around. That's a base hit for Jimmy Brown. No outs, runner on first. Here is Johnny Mize, the big cat. 1-1 roll, that's a 4 against the C. That is a triple for Johnny Mize. Of course, driving in Brown, and it's now 2-0 St. Louis. Infield will play in. There's nobody out for Johnny Hop. 31 is a 9 against the C. 32, that's going to be a fly out to right field. We'll roll the dice, see how deep it is. Okay, G. Moore is fielding column 2, and he has an arm of 35. But first we roll. I rolled a 1. That's the least depth, which is 38. Add that to the running speed of Johnny Mize. 46 minus the arm, 35, 11. His chances aren't very good for scoring. It's not deep enough, especially with only 1 out. Okay, here we go with Enos Slaughter. Infield is still in. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column. 1-1 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a home run for Enos Country Slaughter, first in the tournament. Makes him 5 for 16. 2-run homer makes it 4-0 St. Louis. Another run off the pitcher, and we'll have to reduce his pitching grade. 5 runs within 3 innings. There's a pitch to Marty Marion. 45 is going to be a walk. Still only 1 out in the inning. Creepy Crespi. 51 is an 8. That's a base hit. Marion will go to second. First and second, St. Louis. Timeout. All right, manager Casey Stengel decides to leave Lefty Johnson in, but they are going to intentionally walk Gus Mancuso to load the bases and pitch to the pitcher. All right, here's the pitch to Gumbert. 65 is a 35 with the bases loaded. And that is a strikeout for 2 outs. We have the top of the order and Terry Moore. This could be the biggest at bat in the game. He could blow a hole wide open in this game. Here's the pitch to Terry Moore. 64 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. The Cardinals bat around and score 3 times, but they leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 St. Louis. Harry Gumpert completes his warm-up tosses here in the bottom of the third. He was a good defensive pitcher as far as his fielding goes. He was a crafty type pitcher, didn't have a real strong fastball. He had 2 great uncles who played in the National League, were pitchers in the 19th century. Here's the pitch to shortstop Eddie Miller. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Wanna why? Phil Massey. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Enos Slaughter makes that catch. That's 2 outs. And now here is Art Johnson, who will remain in the game, hit for himself. Art Johnson was ambidextrous. He pitched left-handed. I like to sign his autographs right-handed. Here is the pitch to Johnson. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground out to the Cardinals second baseman, Creepy Crespi, for the final out. And it's been 9 up and 9 down for the Braves. We go to the fourth. Cardinals 4, Boston 0. All right, Jimmy Brown will lead off for St. Louis. He singled and scored in the last inning. They batted around in the 3rd inning. 22 is going to be another base hit for Jimmy Brown. Maybe he's broken out of that slump. Came into the game 1 for 15. Now he's 3 for 17. Here is Johnny Mize. Mize tripled his last time up. 31 is a 9 against a C. That will be a ground out to the shortstop. Eddie Miller sends the runner to second base. So there was a runner on first from the single. Now he goes to second. Jimmy Brown's that base runner. Johnny Hopp's the batter. 21 is a 12. Runner on second. That is a strikeout caught looking. 2 outs. Enos Slaughter. 55 is a 7. That's a single and a runner will score. 5-0. That's 5 runs, but it's not been within 3 innings, so we don't reduce the pitcher's grade. Next run we will. Slaughter's on first, a fast runner. Marty Marion's the batter. There's 2 outs. 24 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Cardinals. Johnny Cooney leads off for the Boston Bees. 13 is a 40. That is foul ball. 24 is a fly ball to Terry Moore in center field. 1 out. Moore plays very shallow out there. Here is City Sisti. 23 is a 26. Play result, the ground out to second base, 4-3. Creepy Crespi. 2 outs, Buddy Hassert. 23 is a 29. That's a ground out back to the pitcher, 1-3. We go to the top of the 5th. Cards 5, Bs 0. Okay, in the top of the 5th, we'll see a new pitcher for the Boston Braves. Tom Early will be the new pitcher. He is a BY pitcher. And so we'll change the pitching rating on the scoreboard. Early is a 6-foot right-hander from Boston, Massachusetts. Pitching for his hometown team, he'll be facing Creepy Crespi, Gus Mancuso, and the pitcher Harry Gumpert. Here's the pitch to Crespi. 23 is a ground out to second base. 4-3. One away. Gus Mancuso. 22, that's a fly out to center field. Caught by Johnny Cooney. 2 outs. Another pitcher, Harry Gumpert. 51 is a fly out to center field. We go to the bottom of the 5th, Cardinals 5, Bees 0. Max West will lead off for the Boston Braves. 46 is a strikeout. Here is Eugene Moore. 36 is a 33. Play result, that's a pop out to the second baseman, Creepy Crespi. 2 outs. Bama Rural. 55 is a 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly out to center field. 3 up and 3 down. Top of the 6th, 5-0 Cardinals. Early in the 41 season, Art Johnson was pitching for the Boston Braves, and he hit Terry Moore with a pitch that got away from him behind the left ear and knocked him unconscious. And Terry Moore suffered headaches from then on after that. So it was a serious beating. It was not done on purpose. And when Johnson let go of that pitch, he had a no ball and 2 strike count on him. He wanted to back him off the plate, but he didn't intend to hit him and yelled, "Look out." Moore just froze, and it knocked him out. So Terry Moore is glad that there's another pitcher out there. He's facing Jacob Early, and here's the pitch. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher. 1 out. Jimmy Brown. It's 2 for 3 in today's game. 23 is a ground ball back to Early. 2 outs. And now Johnny Mize. Rule is a 50, don't know what it is. 52. That's a ground out to the third baseman. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 5-0 Cards. All right, all-star shortstop Eddie Miller will lead off the bottom of the 6th for Boston. 64 is a strikeout. I don't want to jinx anybody, but Harry Gumpert has retired the first 16 batters in this game. Phil Mossey. 26 is a fly ball to right field. 2 outs. I said Jacob earlier. It's Tom Early. There's the pitcher, Tom Early. 35 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals 5, Braves 0. Okay, Johnny Hopp leads off for the Cardinals. He is 1 for 3 in today's game, 7 for 17 in the tournament. 1-5 is going to be a base hit for Johnny Hopp. Normally in the basic, that's also a stolen base, but with a 5-run league, I don't think he's going to go. He's going to hold on. Although they might hit and run. Okay, he's going to take off. Here's the pitch to Slaughter. 1-1, that's a hit column roll. 52 is a 11 on the hit column. That's a single to right center. The runner will go to third. So first and third, nobody out. Marty Marion. Okay, the Bees will play the infield back. 53 is a 19. That will test the third baseman and be an error. E5 on Sibby Sisti. Run scores at 6-0 Cards. And now runners on first and second. Creepy Crespi. 1-4 is the roll. That's a 30. That's a flat to left field. First out of the inning. Gus Mancuso. 1-3 is a 14. That's a walk. Bases are juiced. Harry Gumpert. Infield is still playing back. Here's a pitch from Tom Early. 52 is a 27. Runners out at home. Everybody else advances one base. So the ball was hit to third. 5-2. Fielder's choice. So you've got Gumpert at first, Mancuso's at second, and Marty Marion is at third. Bases are still loaded, 2 outs. Here's Terry Moore. 23 is a ground out to third. 5-3. Or 5 unassisted, just steps on the base. All right, so we got 1 run for the Cardinals in the 7th. It is now St. Louis 6, Boston 0. Top of the B's order, Cooney, Sisti, and Hassett. Here's the pitch to Johnny Cooney. Should be on the other side here. .54 is the roll. That's a fly ball to right field. 1 down. Sibby Sisti. 52 is a ground ball to third base, 5-3. 2 outs. Buddy Hassett. 45 is going to be a base on balls. So that breaks up the perfect game with 2 outs in the 7th inning. But we still have the no-hitter intact for Max West. .56 is a pop out to the shortstop, caught by Marty Marion. We'll go to the top of the 8th inning. It is still 6-0 St. Louis. Jimmy Brown leads off for the Cardinals. 65 is a pop to the catcher. 1 away. Jimmy Brown is 2 for 5 today. Here is Johnny Mize. 1-6 is the roll. That's a ground out to the shortstop, Eddie Miller. Now Johnny Hop. 55 is a 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-0 Cardinals. That's going to be Moore, Rowell, and Miller. There's the pitch to Eugene Moore. 35 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first. Bama Royal. 54 is a fly ball right field. 1 out. Eddie Miller. 53 is a 19 that's going to test the, third baseman. Jimmy Brown is fielding column 2, and that's going to be a base hit through the infield. Tough play. Single. Runners on first and second. And that breaks up with 1 out in the 8th inning, the no-hitter. Phil Mossey. Gumper is still 3 batters away from his point of fatigue. There's the pitch to Mossey. 44 is a 8 against the B. That's going to be a 26 infield pop-up to the second baseman. 2 outs. Okay, 2 outs, 2 on, and pitch hitter for Boston will be Paul Wainer. He'll be hitting for the pitcher. Miller's at first, Moore's at second. There's a pitch to Paul Wainer. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That's the final out of the 8th inning. We go to the 9th, 6-0 Cards. In the pitch the 9th inning for Boston is Wes Farrell. He is going to be a CXW rated pitcher. Right-handed pitcher from Greensboro, North Carolina. And Enos Country Slaughter will be the leadoff hitter for St. Louis. 32 is a ground ball to Bama Royal at second base. Slaughter is retired 4-3. Here is Marty Merriam with 1 out. 36 is a pop out to second. Bama Royal. 2 away, and now Creepy Crespi. 51 is a base hit for Crespi. Catcher Gus Mancuso. 24 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 9th, St. Louis 6, Boston nothing. So Harry Gumpert comes in. He's walked 2 batters, surrendered only 1 hit. He'll try to close out the Boston Braves. He'll be facing Johnny Cootie, Sibby Sisti, and Buddy Hassett. Here's a pitch to Cooney. 26 is a ground out to third base. 1 away. Sibby Sisti. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. And Buddy Hassett is the B's last chance. 32 is a ground out to second. Final score, the St. Louis Cardinals 6, Boston Braves 0. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a second. Today's game, the Boston Braves are eliminated by the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals scored 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Braves scored no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. The winning pitcher and the star of the game is Harry Gumpert for the St. Louis Cardinals. 9 innings pitched. He only allowed a hit and 2 walks. Pitched 9 innings, no runs allowed. Artie Johnson's a loser. 4 innings of 4 runs, earned runs allowed. And hitting stars of the game for the Cardinals are Enos Slaughter, who was 3 for 5 with a homer and 3 RBIs, as well as probably Johnny Mize, 1 for 4 with a triple, an RBI, and a run scored. So the Cardinals move forward in the National League Tournament. The Cardinals will be set up to take on the Chicago Cubs in Game 13. This was Game 12. I think I said Game 11 at the beginning. But it was Game 12. Game 13 will show us St. Louis at Wrigley Field. They're going to have their ace, Ernie White, on the mound. And Chicago will have to have its 4th pitcher in the rotation as mandatory 4-man rotations and home rules on this tournament. So the only 3 remaining teams in the National League are Brooklyn, Chicago Cubs, and the St. Louis Cardinals. Our next game is the American League. Cleveland Indians 2-1 at the Boston Red Sox 2-1. Hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, hit the subscribe button and the like button. And thanks for watching. Good day and God bless.